All my life, I had this innate curiosity to figure things out. I don't know why I wanted to take things apart and put them back together again. As a kid, my aunt used to work at a clock company, so we had clocks everywhere, and I would take them apart and try to put them back together again. That fueled my desire to become an electrical engineer. Fascinated by the ins and the outs and the why and the hows. It felt right. It was one of my greatest accomplishments. But you see, my natural instinct to define the hows and the whys was something greater. It was a greater calling. I remember when it clicked. It took me back to when I first learned about circuits. Electrical circuits it's a closed loop. You have your power source and you have what you're trying to power, and the electrons flow and make a complete circle. Now these electrons are carriers of the electricity to what you're trying to power, but their power comes from your battery or your power source. We need something from the source, and we have to figure out what fuels us. We know that we can obtain the power, but they're electrodes. Our electrodes are the things that happen in our lives, the good times, even the bad times, how that comes together to complete your circle, what happens in our life. So our personal circuit has to complete a circle so that we can get the power. And once we understand how those electrodes, meaning the things that happen in your life, so you didn't get this job, or this relationship failed, or you became sick. All of those things are part of your personal electrodes that help you get the power that you need to carry on your life, to live your best life. But we have to remember that our power comes from the source. The source, if you want to call it the universe, I call him God. Whatever you want to call it, but that's where your power comes from. But we often stifle the power because we're not tapping into it. I've been so blessed and grateful for the opportunity to journey the ins and the outs, the how and the why of so many different things, a lot of which I'm still journeying. But what I dream of, what I'm here for, is understanding and connecting the circuit of life, which tells our story. We all have a story to tell. Why? Because I believe we're all driven by curiosities and purpose. We just have to tap into our power source to figure it out and fulfill our destiny. My hope is that you can live your best life, that you understand and you're able to tell your story, even the hurtful parts of your story, with passion, because you know that had to happen for you to get to where you are now and to where you'll be in the future. I don't know where you are in your circuit of life, but I'm here. You're here. We're here. Let's tap into our power source and journey together with the circuit.